England are in a spot of bother here and need what probably is considered a miracle to get back into this first test here at Perth. Australia 219 runs ahead, thanks mostly to Steve Smith, who ended the innings on 175 not out. England need 219 runs just to avoid losing by an innings. Duckett and Crawley back out there again. Welcome to part 4 of our Ashes playthrough.
Nice solid defensive shot.
And we're back out there with the bat again. Let's hope that we can get a decent partnership going between Ben Duckett and Zach Crawley to start us off here.
Drives straight down the ground. Well played. It's off the
That should be the first runs, it certainly is. Should be able to come back for 2 here. So Ben Duckett off the mark.
It is so clear that all...
We'll attack that one as well. Another bouncer, and that looks like that could go to the boundary. So a good first over here from Ben Duckett. 6 off it. What we need to focus on early on here is getting a good partnership going between these first 2. We didn't have that in the first innings. We were 9 for 2. And that is really where the rot set in. We exposed Joe Root far too early. These 2 have got to do a job. Zach Crawley to face his first ball then. Didn't get much of a chance in the first innings. Ran out pretty early on. Ooh, blimey. That was well wide. But still in the line, so not giving us a wide. We are going to be tempted by those bouncers early on, possibly. It's going to play another one. We'll get a hold of that. And that was Zach Crawley's first run. So both batsmen off the mark. Neither out for a duck. That's probably the first milestone hit. Another bouncer. Slower ball, but we'll get there. I don't think it's going to help us to look too deep into this innings. It's a big total we've got to get to just to try and get back in this test match. So no point looking at things too far in the future. Just deal with the little milestones. And that first one is to get Zach Crawley and Ben Duckett off the mark. A decent partnership between these first 2 and try and claw back what is a massive total just to avoid losing this match by an innings. Zach Crawley only with a single so far. Ben Duckett 8 off 12. But apart from that single for Zach Crawley, he's not had any luck yet. So he's back on strike. Can he get anything off this Mitchell Starc over? Not if you're going to play them like that. Considering we were 9 for 2, I'll take 9 for no wicket. Pat Cummins then back in to face Ben Duckett. Another bouncer. That's beaten the fielder. Is that going to run away for a 4?
Well, what a lovely shot.
It has. Fantastic. It's gone for a boundary. Australia playing a lot of bouncers to start off with here. And we'll make the most of them. We're pretty confident playing those bouncers.
Shouldn't be too worried about that last
and Ben Duckett is off to a good start here. Oh, another nice shot there. Is that going to be another boundary? It will be. So a lovely start to this over. Let's just control the run rate then from here. 8 off this over. That's a good score. So nothing extravagant for the rest of the over. Unless they bowl a tempter as a bouncer, we might be able to take something off that. And this is going to be a bouncer. Oh, see. We said we were confident playing those bouncers. But nothing off that one. So it is a balancing act in this test series. We don't want to lose a wicket, but equally we want to get some runs. Another good shot there. Is that going to be another 4? It's going to be a couple at least. Is it going to make it? It's going to be close. It is. 12 off that over. Pat Cummins has been battered and punished for playing so many bouncers. Ben Duckett hitting those to the leg side. So Ben Duckett is off to a really good start. 21 for no loss after 4 overs. This is more like it. Another one down the ground. Are we benefiting possibly from better conditions for the batsmen early on here? We did wonder how Australia beat our total by so much. And yes, a lot of that was down to Steve Smith's brilliant knock. But this is a much better start from us. Most of our runs coming from boundaries, actually. 6 being the run rate so far. It's a good rate to go at. 5 overs gone, 25 off them, 5 and over. And it's Pat Cummins against Ben Duckett again. 12 off the last over. What's it going to be this time round? Ooh, straight through Ben Duckett that time round. We got that one wrong. Nice shot to the leg side there. We'll get a couple. Is that one going to go to the boundary? No, that one is collected by the fielder. We'll take a couple. Yeah, good start from Ben Duckett. 21 balls, 22 off them. 4 of those boundaries. The early bounces have dried up, so the run rate has dried up a little bit. But still just over 4 and over. That's absolutely fine. Main thing early on here is that we don't lose the wickets. That one straight down the ground. That'll be a couple. Will it go all the way? No, it doesn't quite. Another couple for Zach Crawley. That's good because 3 dot balls off the over. Again, Zach Crawley hasn't made too much of a prolific start. 7 off 16, that's okay, but wants to get his scoring boots on to get a bit of confidence. Oh, another one there, but that's straight to the bowler. So we're not going to get anything off that. And coming up to the end of the 7th over. So we've had this start. The main thing, not losing a wicket. Just over 4 and over. I'm fairly pleased with that start. Pat Cummins coming from the other side of the wicket, but that makes no difference. Ben Duckett making a good start once again against Pat Cummins. It's another boundary. And Ben Duckett's got his scoring boots on. This is a good start. And can that good start be sustained? We don't want to get ahead of ourselves. I've said that already, but this looks like this could be a good innings from Ben Duckett. So Australia changed the attack. Scott Boland in for his first spell. Only 3 overs bowled for Mitchell Stark, so quite a quick change. Oh, that's really high. Take a wide from that one. Scott Boland's bowling is a little bit different to Stark and Cummins, so we'll just have to get adjusted to that. Again, another shorter ball, but we'll just defend that one. No rush here. We're still in day 2, late on in day 2, I think. Are we? Yes, still in day 2, 5:03 PM, so still plenty of time today. Be great to get to close of play, not having lost a wicket. Finally, a run of our own accord. Oh, we're only going to get the one though. Don't want to risk too much. Only the wide and the single off that over. That does mean Zach Crawley will be facing again for the next. And it's 2 bowling changes for Australia. They've gone from Stark and Cummins to Boland and Cameron Green. Trying to search for that elusive first wicket. Remember, we were 37 for 3 in the first innings. Can we get there without losing a wicket? 17 overs remaining today. Run rate has dropped here to 3.6 and over. 36 for none after 10 overs. Still there though. That's the main thing.
Chance to run 2. Timed that well, but found the fielder.
Didn't really play a shot there, but we'll still get the one. I've said before, sometimes you can hit it too well and not get the single. Didn't hit that one well enough, but the fielder didn't come to it quick enough, so we snuck a single. We'll take every run we can. Ah, the bouncers are back. Not quite going out to the boundary this time. Got to dive for that one, make sure we don't get run out. 5 off this over. That's a good rate. Ben Duckett on 29, Zach Crawley on 11. Cameron Green causing us problems. Maiden over so far. Only 1 run off his first over as well. Now we'll take one there. Just dive for that. We'll take the single. Inadvertently, Zach Crawley is back on strike. Not that we want to keep Ben Duckett on strike or anything, but he has faced most of the last couple of overs. Scott Boland back from the other end. Ben Duckett's strike rate much higher than Zach Crawley. Good shot to beat the infield. That should be a 4. Lovely stuff. 46 then, another 4 to bring up the 50. And get to 50 without loss. That's another good milestone.
Great shot, at least 1 on offer.
Another couple. Again, it seems to go really quickly once it passes the infield. So that's another 4. 50 up for England. Of course, it is the 50 partnership between these 2 openers. Great stuff. Now, that was what you consider a start. 50 for none. Let's see if we can get that partnership to 75, even get it to 100. 100 for no loss, and that would be a really good start. We'll play the same shot again. If the bowler's going to bowl in the same area, we'll take advantage of it. And that's 12 off this Scott Boland over. Giving Zach Crawley the chance bowling there. Attacking shots. 12 off the over. 3 boundaries. Brings the run rate back up. But you can see, got a man at extra cover now. So they've blocked off that opportunity. But I'm more than happy just to defend out this over now. Stark back into the attack then. Replaces Scott Boland after that really poor over last time out. They'd be well advised to keep Cameron Green in there. He did go for 4 off the last over. Still a decent rate. And Mitchell Stark starts with that shorter ball, albeit not a bounce. So I've just got to remember in my mind that every time it's a shorter ball, it doesn't mean that it's necessarily a bounce that's going to go up to shoulder height. Ooh. Has he gone? No, he didn't hit that. That was fortunate. Yeah, have a look at this one. Nearly caught the edge from Zach Crawley. Bowling some good stuff, Mitchell Stark, to start off his 5th over and his 2nd spell. Take that one straight down the ground though. Again, once it beats that infield, it goes quickly, but good fielding there to prevent the boundary. But nevertheless, a couple off it. 60 up for these two now. Going at a decent rate of 4, just over 4 and over as well. It was about this time in the last innings that they brought spin in, I think. So, do they make that decision to change? Nice shot off the leg side there. Get a couple off that one. Another 4 off the over. And that's around about what we're scoring. 63 off 15 overs. Just over 4 and over. Much better start than I thought we'd made. I did fear we'd be back in that horrible 37 for 3 situation. They don't bring spin on. Not much of a surprise. Cameron Green's been bowling some good stuff. Unfortunately, that one was a little bit too good. Straight to the fielder. But quick singles, that's something we didn't do that much in our first innings. So the runs were limited. Both batsmen, though, into their 30s now. Again, Cameron Green's reduced us to only 1 off this over. If this one's a dot ball, then it's only 2 and over. So they'd be well advised to try and keep him on. Don't get anything on that. So again, Cameron Green, 8 runs only from 4 overs. Just as well we hit that well. That was a Yorker. If we wouldn't have timed that well, I think the bails would have come off. But a good boundary from Scott Crawley. We'll take it. Zach Crawley. 70 up for these two. Good shot down the ground. Here he comes, Nathan Lyon. Cameron Green replaced. Looks like Australia are going for pretty short stints. 3 or 4 overs at a time. Here comes spin, Nathan Lyon. Got 4 wickets in the last innings. Both batsmen now on the same score. Crawley facing a lot, well, I say a lot more deliveries to get there. A few more. 59 now, 60 deliveries faced. Run rate, though, still ticking over just over 4. I have to say, there hasn't really been much danger of us getting out so far. There's been a few close calls, but not much that's been all that close to the stumps, really, from Australia so far. Yeah, we've played shots like that, but nowhere near the bat, so no risk so far. I feel like if some of these Australian bowlers would have been a bit more potent, we might have lost one by now. 7 overs remaining today. Can we get to the close of play, not losing a wicket?
The runs here.
Oh, he's gone. We attacked that, and Nathan Lyon's through. He's made the breakthrough. The first wicket has dropped. He celebrates with his teammates, and Ben Duckett walks off after what has been a good start to this second innings for England. 76 then is where that first wicket falls. We started to play a little bit more attacking against spin. Missed it, and I spoke just last over about if the Australians were more accurate, they might just get 1 or 2. Clean bowled by Nathan Lyon, so it is Ben Duckett who falls. The first man to fall, and it's Ollie Pope who comes in again, albeit a lot later than previously. We wanted to get to the end of the day, having not lost any. We have now lost 1. So let's just focus on trying to get to the end of the day, not losing another. Mitchell Stark then to Ollie Pope. How's Pope going to get on in this innings? Ooh, straight through him first off. Didn't have a great first innings, Ollie Pope, mind you. Neither did anybody for England. But a number 3 is crucial if we're going to have a good Ashes series. Ooh. Didn't quite get that one right either. We don't want to turn this into a mini collapse. Don't want 1 wicket to turn into 2. What was a good situation into a bit of a nightmare. But struggling to get bat on ball in this Mitchell-Stark over so far. Could do with getting Zach Crawley back on strike. I think Ollie Pope struggling a little bit in this over. And noting that we are going to be more wary, I would say, against spin next time out. Noting that Nathan Lyon took the wicket in the last over he bowled. We don't want the runs to dry up. It's been a decent run rate. We have dropped now below that 4 that we were at. 3.67 run rate. Wouldn't worry too much about the runs. We've still got to think about it. 5 overs to go.
Nicely punched away.
Nicely played. Is that going to be 4? If so, yeah, we can defend for the rest of the over now. I'm happy with that. Just take the 4 off Nathan Lyon. We did well against Lyon in the last match, the last innings, sorry, but he did take 4 wickets off us, so it was risk against reward. And Nathan Lyon certainly won that battle, didn't he, in the last innings. So let's just defend out the rest of this over. If we can get a single, great. But it's all about getting to the end of the day, not losing another wicket. And if we can get to 100 at the end of the day, 100 for 1, that'd be a lovely start to the second innings. Yeah, I've been tempted into it, and it's worked out okay. I have to say the fielding's not been that great from Australia so far. Bit of a dive from the fielder here. Number 33, is it? Oh no, it's coming from the other end. I thought that was the batsman's end. But again, a bit of a dive, and he might have got to it. Runs after it, and it's another 4-8 off this over. That brings the run rate back nicely. And Zach Crawley getting closer to a really solid 50. Oh, we're there. We're at the end of the second day. But I'm sure it said there were more overs to go than that, but possibly not. I did say the same when I was bowling, actually, that I'm sure there were 15 overs left. We simulated 15 or 10 or 11 or something like that, and we were on to the second day. So possibly the over count is a little bit inaccurate, but nevertheless, it has been a decent start for England. After 22 overs, 85 for 1. Far better than that first innings. Where were we in that first innings? There we go. 85 for 1, did we just say? We were 78 for 6 in that last one. So that just demonstrates how well we've done so far. I'm going to bring the video to a close, though, here at the end of day 2. The key in this part was making sure we batted out day 2. In the next one, I might possibly play the first few overs of day 3, then simulate a little bit, get into this innings, and see if we can attack that Australian total. That trail is now only 134 runs. That seems a lot lower than it was before. We're still susceptible possibly to a collapse, but a much better start. And Zach Crawley getting close to a 50, which would be a really nice start for him. A bit of a confidence boost. Let's hope that Ollie Pope and Zach Crawley can get a bit of a partnership going. If you've enjoyed this, as always, leave a thumbs up down below and subscribe for regular Cricket 26 content. Thank you for your company, and I'll see you in the next one.